What's up, everybody? It's your girl Misha. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a word. I've been studying and the Lord's been talking to me about gates. The gates and doors are closed to your enemies. Okay? He was telling me the gates and doors are closed to my enemies. And I'm just here studying. And he's brought to my knowledge that January the 1st is not the new year. January the 1st is not the new year for 2025. The new year is the month of Nisan, which is around March, April, springtime. It's the Romans that made January the new year. There's a man that goes by the name of Janus. He was a Roman, the god of beginnings, transition, gateways, and endings. This Roman god Janus had two faces, so he could basically see forward and backwards, and inside and outside simultaneously. Simultaneously means at the same time. Janus was in charge over life events like birth, wedding, death, as well as seasonal events, planting, harvest, and the new year. He was the god of war. Okay? The month of January is named after Janus, which means doorkeeper or porter. Janus is the god of doors and gates, beginnings, gates, transitions, times, doorways, passages, frames, and endings. So as God's telling me this, he's telling me Vice Cartel. The name Vice Cartel. He's telling me Vice Cartel. Now, I've done a word on Vice Cartel. You're going to have to stroll on my page and you'll see it. And I put in evidence and stuff like that. He doesn't believe in Jesus. He doesn't believe in God. So the part where I told you the gates are closed, God told me the gates and the doors are closed to my enemies. That's from a different dream. So he basically, I'm studying about the gates and the doors. So he told me Vice Cartel, and he told me Freedom Street, which is the 31st of December 2004. Okay, he's telling me cartel is free from the gates, meaning the prison. So he's called it Freedom Street. Okay, because he's free from the gates that had him bound. Now, on the Gregorian calendar, which is the calendar that we all go by now, yeah, it says at 12 a.m. on the 31st of December 2004 will be the 1st of January 2025. But you got to remember that the Romans changed the calendar and they put January as the new year because of the god called Janus, who was the god of open doors and closed doors. Okay? So Vice Cartel doesn't worship Jesus Christ. He worships the god of Janus, the god of closed doors and open doors. Okay? So Freedom Street concert is going to be a sacrifice to give back to his god, Janus, that freed him. Okay? His God is not Jesus. I showed you that he doesn't believe in Jesus on my last video, and there's evidence there. So the number 238 that he has on his face, 238 stands for untouchable. Now the number 238, if you add 39 plus 2, that equals 40. And then in 2020, his lawyer came to him and he was saying that Vice Cartel must get freedom. Now 238 equals 40, because the 38 add 2 is 40. And in 2020, his solicitor told him that he must get freedom. Okay, so 2020 equals 40 as well. And since that day in 2020 that the lawyer told Vice Cartel he will be free, is exactly 4 years. And Vice Cartel came out in 2024. So I'm seeing 4444. So I'm seeing fours. Okay. And he said that he's opening up the gates at 4 p.m. sharp. Okay. So the Freedom Concert's going to start at 4 p.m. sharp, because the gates have been opened. He's been released from prison. The prison gates have been opened. Okay? Because the God he serves is the God of Junus, which is the God of open doors and closed doors. Okay, so Vice Cartel has the number 238 on his face, and it stands for untouchable. So 238 sorry, 38 add 2 equals 40. And he said the lawyer that got him out, the lawyer said to him in 2020, that Vice Cartel will be free. So from 2020, 4 years later would be 2024. And in 2024, Vice Cartel is free. So he's having a concert that says Freedom Street. Well, not street. Freedom Streets. Freedom from the gates. He says that the gates will be open for Freedom Streets at 4 p.m. sharp. He said he's working on time. You have to be exactly on time. So he says the gates will open for Freedom Streets at 4 p.m. If you're noticing the pattern, there's a lot of fours. You're noticing the patterns. Okay? He's got the tattoo 238 on him. 39 add 2 is 40. In 2020, the solicitor told him that Vice Cartel will be out. He'll be free. 4 years since 2020, Vice Cartel is free, which would be 2024. Now, Vice Cartel said he's opening up the gates for the Freedom Street concert at 4 p.m. So the gates open at 4 p.m. So it's like the number 4. It's the number 4, the number 24. All the 4s, all the 2s, it all surrounds 2024. It's a year of celebration, because it's closing. We're going from 24 when he was free. It's his victory. And he's going into 2025. Because he believes in the God of Junus, of open doors and closed doors. They celebrate from December the 31st is the end of 1 year, crossing over to January the 1st, 2025, which is a new year. He said there's going to be good vibes, energy, unity. Okay. He said it's not a party. Everything will be at strict time. So he's saying it's not just a party. There's going to be good vibes, energy, and unity. Okay. Everything will happen at a strict time. It's not just a party. Now you have different gods. You've got the gods of the vibes, gods of energy, and gods of unity. Listen to what I'm saying. He said there's going to be food, drinks, music. Okay. He said you will enjoy the food, and you will enjoy the drink, and you will enjoy the music. This is on an interview that I heard him on. Okay. I will put the picture up of the interview on YouTube so you can watch it. Now, food, people can get you through food as a porthole. yeah, and through drinks and music. Satan used to play music in heaven, okay? This music, this world, all this toxic music and all these sexual music and stuff like that, it's not run by God, it's run by Satan, okay? People can do transfers and portholes and destiny swaps and stuff like that through food and alcohol. That's why it says spirit. He's come up with an alcohol called what's it called? I can't remember, something vibes. Is alcohol. It's 60 volts. The number 6 is the mark of the beast. It's 60 volts. That is very powerful, and it's a spirit. It's a rum. It's a spirit. So when you drink that, it can make your head go funny. It can make your head bust. It can make you all have mental health and not come back. You understand? It's a spirit. They put curses over the drink. Music is a portal. He said, expect the best food, okay? Because witchcraft will be done over the food. Witchcraft's going to be done over the food. His alcohol drink is called straight vibes. Now there's a god of vibes. There are different gods, low key G gods. The God of heaven and earth is a capital G. If you look up, Google it, you'll find out all the different gods, okay? So he's telling you you're going to get the best food. Street fires run, because they all, in this porthole, in this ritual that you want to do, everyone's going to be high off the food and high off the liquor and stuff like that. While this ritual's going on, you're not even going to know about it. Okay. So he also said in the interview it's going to be the fastest 10 hours. 10 to 11 hours, okay? The number 10 means unity, judgment, completeness. The number 10 in Hebrew means a place of destruction or the realm of the dead, destructive force or unity, divine judgment or fate of the wicked, a time to receive rewards or come under divine judgment, okay? So he said he's coming on the platform. He said the gates open at 4 p.m. sharp. He said he's coming to perform. He's opening up the stage, yeah? He's coming to perform at 10 p.m. sharp. He said he's opening the show and he's closing the show because he's got Janus, Janus, is the God of open doors and closed doors. So Vice Carter's gonna open the doors, open the show, open doors, and he's gonna close the show. Help me, Holy Spirit. Vice Carter's gonna open the show, yeah, that's open doors, and he's gonna close the show. That's closed doors. And I just explained to you what the number 10 means, okay? Because the ritual is he's been rewarded. He's been opened. He's God. The God of Janus has opened the gates for him to come out, okay? Because remember, he's been put in prison for, you know what, for lizard, yeah? So the God, he's made sacrifices, okay, to the kingdom of darkness. And the gates been opened to him. So now he's going to do this Freedom Street concert and he's going to sacrifice people. You people that's going to the concert are going to be sacrificed. And I just told you he's coming on at 10 p.m. sharp. And I just told you what the number 10 means, okay? In the Hebrews. Now, my God, Jesus Christ of Nazareth says in John 10:10, the thief's purpose is to steal, kill, and destroy. Now, Vice Cartel said that it's going to be the quickest 10 to 11 hours, okay? Who says that about a party? So, God told me to read John 10. So, we're going to go to John 10, and I'm reading from verse 10 to 11, because Vice Cartel said it's going to be the quickest 10 to 11 hours. Now, it says, John 10:10 says, the thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. I have come that they may have life and have it to the full. Verse 11 now, okay? Because he said it's going to be the quickest 10 hours and the quickest 11 hours. Verse 11 says, I am the shepherd. The good shepherd lies down his life for the sheep. So God's saying he's the true shepherd. Okay, there's no other gods but him. Okay, I'm going to read from John 10 verse 7. It says, verily, verily, I tell you, I am the gate for the sheep. All who have come before me are thieves and robbers, but the sheep have not listened to them. So God's saying there's no other God. Any God that comes before him, or because none can come after him, because he's the first and the last. They're all thieves. They're robbers. Yeah? He says, I am the gate. Whoever enters through me will be saved. They will come in and go out and find pastures. REPENT Kartel he's not, he doesn't believe in God. Okay, let me continue. Now you have a spiritual watch hour. You have the spiritual 8 watch hour. These are prayer times when you must pray. On the first watch hour, that's the evening watch hour from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. On the second watch hour, that's the night hour, which is 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. Okay? And REPENT Kartel said he's coming to perform at 10 p.m. sharp. Now 10 p.m. will be the second watch hour. In the second watch hour, Jesus told his disciples to watch and pray, be spiritually alert. So when Satan is trying to entrap you, okay? Let's go to Psalm 68:1. Psalm 68:1 says, may God arise, may his enemies be scattered, may his foes flee before him. REPENT Kartel said there'll be fireworks and champagne. Now I know they use fireworks to celebrate the new year, but fireworks, he said fireworks and champagne. The new year that you're celebrating is different from what he's celebrating. He's celebrating a ritual. He's celebrating his God. Okay? He said they will be praying because he's Jamaican. Okay? And they have to pray to God. Okay? But what God is he praying to? What God is he praying to? When have you been to a concert and they said that they will be praying? Any of his past concerts, and he's saying that he will be praying. He said they will be praying. But to what God? Because it's not Jesus. He doesn't worship Jesus. Watch night energy. Anyway, so the gates opens at 4 p.m. sharp. Kartel will be coming to perform at 10 p.m. sharp. He's opening and closing the show. Janus is the god of open doors and closed doors. He's saying that you will be safe. Safety, you will be saved. Then he will bring the vibes to you. He will bring the vibes to you, the gods to you, after you're high on the food, after you're high on the music, after you're trapped in the gates. And then I was listening to this white man that was on the interview with him. I don't know, he has a meeting and there's a white man there, I don't know his name, but I'll put up the actual video. And he said in the interview that freedom streets, bang, he said freedom streets, boom, bang, the shackles are off. Okay, Kartel's concert is to pay back his god, Janus. The people will be a sacrifice through music, food, prayers, and drink, alcohol. And God was telling me that this Janus god is a Roman Janus god. He has 2 faces. He is often depicted with 2 faces. One looking to the past and one looking to the future, representing the ability to let people in or out. Now, on my last video, I showed you that the lawyer that helped Vice Cartel to come out of prison, to be freed, the man that told him in 2020 that he'll be coming out of prison, okay? The man was standing at a closed door, okay? And then Vice Cartel opened the door and let him in, okay? The video shows it. He took the video down off of his YouTube. Not his YouTube, his Instagram. He took the video down off his Instagram because remember I told you that I saw Vice Cartel. I was strolling through his Instagram picture story in the dream, and on one picture I saw him with rotten teeth, and then I strolled to the next picture and he had veneers, and when I went back the picture was gone. So that means Vice Cartel's two-faced. He's hiding something, okay? And then the lawyer was outside on his phone at a closed door. The door was closed. Then Vice Cartel opened the door and let him through the door, okay? And then the two of them were standing in a passageway. And I told you that Junus is the god of, he's the god of gates, doorways, open doors, closed doors, and passages. That's all that God's given me. He's just telling me that this concert is more to the eye. It's a sacrifice. It's a huge ritual. Because a lot of money is involved. Okay? And when the devil gives you money, okay, you have to give him back. You have to sacrifice. Just like in the Bible days, they used to sacrifice animals. When the devil gives you something, you have to reward him back. You have to sacrifice something. And that's what he's doing. Because these people don't love God. The God of Jacob, Abraham, and Isaac. The God of heaven and earth. They love money. They love material things. They love money. And they would do anything for the fame. Okay? So this concert is more to the eye. God says, my people perish for lack of knowledge. I'm doing this and it's like, I just wish people could see, you know. It's sad. It's sad. But that's all I have. Okay, bye. And I just want to add this, that his rum is called fever. Now, we all know what a fever is. That's when you get high temperature in it. But his fever, this alcohol, is 60 volts. 60 is the mark of the beast. It's going to make your inside on fire. A fever can represent internal struggles of emotional turmoil where the body is physically manifesting. Fever is heightened temperature a fever can heighten your temperature and can symbolize a heightened spiritual awareness, allowing access to deeper insights or visions. In some cultures, they view a fever as a sign of divine intervention, a way for the spirit to communicate with the physical body. Spirits can enter you as well. There's a porthole for spirits to enter you. That's why some places, like over here in the UK, we call it alcohol. Some places call it liquor. Some places call it spirit. A mild fever might represent a minor internal shift, while a high fever could signify a more significant spiritual transformation. A fever is not an illness by itself, but rather a sign that something is not right within the body. Illness, exercise, hot weather, and common childhood immunizations can make the body temperature rise. In the Bible, in the New Testament, fever is mentioned 8 times. The disease which affects Simon's wife's mother is called a great fever in Luke 4:38, and that which nearly proved fatal to the noble's man's son in the same district was also a fever. So this alcohol, okay, is a spirit, it's a liquor that is meant to harm you. 60 volts of fever. The alcohol, he knows exactly what he's doing. It's supposed to burn at your inside. If people get addicted to that, it's going to mash you up. You understand? In the Bible, it says fever is mentioned 8 times. The disease, God calls it a disease. A fever is of a body temperature, a high body temperature that is not normal. Why would you call a drink fever? It's a sickness. Jesus healed Peter's wife's mother because she was lying in bed with a high temperature of fever. So then why would you bring out a liquor that's going to be called fever that can give you a high temperature, make you high like the clouds, mash up your inside, your organs? It's a spirit. Anyway, I'm ending this. Those who have ears, let them hear. Okay, bye.